Alright there YouTube, it is the Bat Nerd and I am back with a movie review. So, movie review, and this one today is on the movie Push. This is a 2009 superhero movie directed by Paul McGuinness and written by David Borla, starring a post-Fantastic Four but a pre-Captain America Chris Evans, Dakota Fanning, Camilla, Belle, and Djimon, Hounsou or something. So, in this movie, in the 40s, the Nazis were conducting a series of experiments to make superhumans, and even when the war ended, the experiments continued, and certain amounts of people in the world have super abilities, and they even have names for these abilities. There's the psychics who have psychic powers like levitate things and, psychic abilities and, see visions of the future. There is the movers, which can move things with their minds and levitate things, and then there is the watchers, who can see, who have visions. I think the psychics, there's that. So, the movie focuses on a character named Nick Grant, who comes across this young woman named Krista Holmes, who is the psychic. Chris Evans' character Nick is a mover, and these people want this young girl, Chrissy, played by Dakota Fanning, and basically he's protecting her, and they're trying to stop this whole thing, this crazy madness from happening, because they want her. And along the way we get like psychics, we get people with super abilities. So I want to keep this spoiler free because it's like 11 years old, but still I feel it's highly underrated. In fact, this is a very underrated movie and people should check it out, because that's why I'm not giving any spoilers for it. So the likes and dislikes. First of all, I like the origin story of the powers, like Nazis. Because Nazis were crazy scientists. I also liked Chris Evans' character. He wasn't playing a cheeky character like he was in Fantastic Four, and he's not playing an up-straight, serious American patriot like in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He's playing some guy who's in the wrong place at the wrong time that has these levitating powers, and he ends up getting caught up in this whole ordeal. I also like the psychics and the watchers, how they could predict the future, and they had ways of doing it. They could draw the future or draw something that hints the future, and then there was the psychics who could read minds and shut people's minds off, which we see in this movie. I also like the action in this and the visual effects. This was a very fast-paced, film. Very fast-paced. It's like from start to finish, it's all action and adventure, and I like that in a movie. I really do. My dislikes, I guess, are the performance. The performances were great. Dakota Fanning was great in this movie. I also think the villain I would say was a little underdeveloped, but everything else about this movie I thought was, great. I really enjoyed this film, and I saw this in theaters when it came out in 2009. And I rewatched it a couple of weeks ago because I was bored and isolating, and excuse me, this throat from doing this voice. I bet you're thinking, don't do this voice then, but hey, like Bruce Wayne in the Dark Knight trilogy. This voice is inspired by that, and I like to keep a sharp persona, secret alias to hide my true identity. Only a handful of people know who I truly am behind this mask, and I trust them to keep it secret. Anyway, back to the movie review. I did like this film, as I've said already. It was surprisingly good, and I do recommend it. I think this is an R-rated movie. I'm not sure. I think it is. Yeah. But still, a good few hours. How long is this movie on for? This movie, how long? Let's see. Push. 111 minutes, so just under 2 hours, and yeah, it has a fairly decent run, I would say, and I highly recommend it. So my ratings now. So Push, 2009, superhero action, adventure thriller with Chris Evans and Dakota Fanning. I'm gonna give this movie, this movie from me gets, I'm giving it 4 batarangs out of 5 because it is an entertaining movie. 4 batarangs out of 5 for Push. So, that has been my Batner reviews on Push. Have you seen this one? Let me know all that down in the comments below if you have. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Share with your friends if you're new, and like I say, if you're new here, feel free to subscribe. And hit that notification bell. All of my social media links are linked down below in the description. I have been the Bat Nerd, and this has been Bat Nerd Reviews. So until next time, Bat Nerd out.